ago, in a land far, far away called Tetris Land, there lived a king and his wife.
The king Ahasuerus decided to hold the biggest block party of the year, with Jesse Tetris Block and DJ Seco as co-DJs. Chris Lewis pretending to do his maths homework, and Andrew Long was moonwalking to the music, having a great time.
But the king Ahasuerus got very, very drunk and set a very bad example for all the other kids.
In this intoxicated state, Ahasuerus called his wife.
Vashti, come here and take off your blocks.
What do you want, my husband?
He again requested that she takes off her blocks.
Take off your blocks.
I refuse to do such a thing. I have never in my life.
As she said this, her corners sharpened with anger.
Here we go. Vashti, if you don't take off your blocks, I will start you screaming with the Z blocks and it will be game over for you.
That escalated quickly.
End her game.
The next night, Ahasuerus felt very lonely.
I am very lonely.
In his loneliness, he decided that he wanted a new queen.
I've decided that I want a new queen.
So Ahasuerus called a gathering of all the beautiful and colourful shapes of the land to parade before him to become his new wife.
At the same time, there was a man named Mordecai, uncle of the beautiful and elegant Esther, with the pointiest blocks in all the land.
Esther, my dear, come here. I have a matter to speak with you about.
She didn't know what it was about.
What is this about?
The king is trying to improve his high score with a new queen. He has been trying and trying, but just can't find the right piece. Perhaps you could be that piece.
But I don't want to be the king's piece. That's not what I want.
That wasn't what she wanted.
Put on all of your best blocks and try and beat the scores of all the other competitors. But remember, not to reveal your true identity as a blue block.
All right, I'll do my best.
So off went Esther to parade before the king.
Ah, yes. She wants my block. Your block. We will have a good time.
Calm your cubes, king. Don't get too excited.
The king and Esther left together, hand in hand, and became husband and wife. Mordecai was very happy.
And why?
He didn't know who he was, and also didn't know why it mattered to him.
I'm Haman, assistant of the king, and I asked why it is you are happy.
My niece just helped the king to beat his high score.
Excuse me? I'm the assistant of the king. I'm his helper, and was meant to help him this afternoon to beat his high score. You, I will kill you in all of your blocks. You stupid blues. Bow down to me. Make me happy and bow down to me.
It's very difficult in these costumes, but I wouldn't anyway.
Haman was very angry because Mordecai refused to bow.
Bow down to me, you blue.
I refuse to bow to you. Run along to your king.
Later that night, Haman began to plot against Mordecai.
How could I do it? I could hire a bus, push him into the middle of the road, and run over his blocks and flatten him like a pancake. Or I could drown him so that all of his blocks become filled with water. Or I could find an appropriate day, let's say the 14th of Adar, in which my man and I can kill him and all of the blues. Now that sounds like a plan. I will go ask the king. My king, there is a blue named Mordecai. He has refused to bow down to me. I request that I can kill his family violently.
Are you sure it wasn't because of these boxes?
Hello, king. You Yes, he wouldn't even bow down to me if he wasn't even wearing a suit.
Mission granted.
Mordecai was walking around on the street when he heard two guards speaking.
You know what would be a really good idea? Get a nice burger for lunch. Oh, you idiot. You're always so rude to me. What is your great idea then? If we kill the king, poison his drink, and then took the throne for ourselves. Wouldn't we poison his drink and then kill him? That's a great idea. Let's do it.
Mordecai, after hearing what was said, went to the king to tell him of this evil plot.
Ahasuerus, my dearest king, your guards, big T and little T, plan to end your games. You must remove their blocks at once from your palace.
Thank you, Mordecai. I will write you in my block of chronicles after this, and in the future, reward you with bonus points for your loyalty.
The king killed his two guards, Big T and Little T, for their plot of treason.
And you can't spell treason without reason. And it was the treason which was the reason for the killing of Big T and Little T.
Anyway, soon the king fell asleep, and when he awoke, he had forgotten what had happened. However, one night, he could not sleep.
I cannot sleep.
The king called for his personal reader, for the king was illiterate.
I call for my personal reader, for I am illiterate.
And asked to be read some stories out of his block of chronicles.
Well, my king, there was once a man named Mordecai of Blue Boxes, and he saved your life.
How exactly?
Well, he told you that your guards, Big T and Little T, plotted to kill you, and it is this treason that was...
Enough! Did I reward you for this?
No, sir, you did not.
I see. Haman, come here a moment.
Hello.
You know the blue box named Mordecai?
Yes, I'm familiar with the box you refer to. He's
Yes,
the one.
yes.
He's the one whose box I would smash.
Yes, yes. Well, I remind you. Yes, yes. I require you to go around on my horse.
Excuse me?
You heard me, and dress me in my robe.
And so Haman went to find Mordecai, dressed him in the king's robes, and paraded him across the streets of Tetristan.
It was at this time that Esther, the king's wife, learned of Haman's evil plot.
I can't let Haman do this. Go through this plan. He will kill my family and me. I refuse to let this happen. I must speak with the king. Ahasuerus and Haman, I request a banquet tomorrow night in my chamber. Is that okay with the two of you?
Yes, that's okay with me.
It was fine with him.
And Haman looked forward to it.
I look forward to it.
The next night arrived, and Ahasuerus entered Esther's chambers.
Hello, my sweet Esther. How bright your box looks tonight. The box really brings out your curve.
Thank you, Ahasuerus. My king, I have an urgent matter to discuss with you. Your assistant, Haman, plans to murder my people and me. I am in fact at heart a
cannot do this to you. How dare you?
Do what? Dare do what?
Try and kill my wife and her people.
But you said I could.
You have no power anymore. You threatened my wife. Treason, which is the reason for which I shall hang you from the gallows.
The next day, Achashverosh met with Mordecai and Esther to discuss what is to be done.
Mordecai, you are to become my new assistant. Esther, you shall remain my queen, and together we shall live in peace for many, many years.
Thus it was that the tale of Tetristan was over, and the blocks lived happily ever after, until one day Achashverosh was walking in the park.
The bee stung the king. Tetrisland fasted on that day, but that happened to be the same day on which Haman planned to kill the king.
And the Boo boxes and Tetristan remained peaceful until its destruction in the late 6th century.
A big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Your prefects really put in tremendous effort.